Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be doing a tarot reading for the disappearance of Macin Smith. But before I begin, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that you'll get notified on my next upload. I'm uploading a new video every week and I'm offering a free tarot reading for all of my subscribers. So if you would like to have your reading with me, you can just send a message to my email or a direct message to my Instagram. All of the details will be in the description box below. Macin Smith was born on April 7, 1998 to parents Tracey and Darren Smith, the youngest of 6 children. For the majority of his life, Macin and his parents resided in Canada. And in April 2015, the Smith family moved to St. George, Utah. At this point, Macin was the only child living under his parents' roof. On August 31st, 2015, Macin had received news that the first weeks of his senior year were off to a good start, grades-wise. So he texted his mother asking if he could spend the night watching anime. However, his father had another idea, wanting to take him out driving. Upon arriving home, Macin claimed to have a headache, so the pair rescheduled. At 8:30 p.m., Tracey returned home from work and noticed her son had already gone to bed. When she asked why he was turning in so early, he told her he wasn't feeling well and she reminded him to not stay up late using his electronics. Before heading to bed, Tracey unplugged the internet router so that Macin wouldn't be tempted to spend the night watching anime or playing video games. At 1:30 a.m. that night, Darren awoke and noticed a blue light coming from Macin's room. Upon entering, he learned his son was watching anime, so Darren took away his laptop and cell phone, bringing both back to his and Tracey's room. When 7 a.m. came around, Darren went back to Macin's room to make sure he was getting ready for school, which he was. At 7:30 a.m., both he and Tracey heard their son in the kitchen, and at 7:40 a.m., they heard the garage door close and assumed Macin was heading to the bus stop, which was a 2-minute walk down the road. While Tracey went to work for the day, Darren remained at home working in the backyard. He was planning on taking Macin out driving upon his son's return from school. At 3:15 p.m., the school bus dropped off students at the bus stop. However, Macin wasn't among them. Once 3:30 p.m. came around and his son still hadn't returned home, Darren began to worry, but was unable to contact Macin due to having confiscated his son's cell phone the night before. As such, he texted his wife, who assured him Macin was probably just blowing off steam and would return later. Macin still hadn't returned home at 10 p.m. His parents assumed he had run away and contacted the St. George Police Department to file a missing juvenile report. The deputy who took the report told them he'd keep an eye out for Macin during his patrol that night. On September 7, 2015, Tracey discovered a note in Macin's wallet that she had previously overlooked. While its contents have never been publicly released, the Smith family has said it shows signs that Macin could have possibly harmed himself. The note's discovery prompted police to search a 30-foot cliff edge near the family's home. However, no evidence was found. A neighbor called in a tip to police saying she'd seen Macin around 3:15 p.m. on the day he disappeared, walking along a sidewalk in his neighborhood. However, the lead didn't help point investigators towards where Macin could have gone. Okay, let's just start with the reading. So from the first deck, we have Two of Swords, Five of Cups, Justice, Four of Wands, the World, the Hanged Man, Daughter of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Devil. I would like to start with these Two of Swords and Five of Cups here. I feel that he has been considering to run away from the house before, and it's like, I don't know what happened, but I feel that he wanted to get away from the house or from the parents or one of the parents, because Five of Cups here shows that he felt sad or disappointed, and for me it feels like he felt disconnected with the family and that he wanted to find his own way. So he had been considering to run away or do something by himself. And the Justice card here, I feel that this represents the police, or that what he had been planning was gonna involve police. He could have planned to just run away or took off, or planned to kill himself. Either way, he tried to get away from his situation, and he had been thinking about it for quite some time before that day happened. And the World card here, I feel that this represents that he went somewhere, probably out of the country. Okay, so this Daughter of Wands, I feel that this represents someone's energy, and this someone is like a friend to him, and either he met her in person or virtually. I think that they had been talking to each other, and he shared his plan to her, and I feel like some way she convinced him to do something, like she supported him to run away from his house. And because there's the Devil card here, and I feel that this represents this Daughter of Wands energy, that she had a bad intention or a bad influence around him. And the Wheel of Fortune here for me feels like the intention was to turn him around from his family, something like that. So it's like what I said, she was supporting his idea of running away from the family. Although with this Wheel of Fortune, this could also means that they were talking to each other virtually. And the World card here, I feel that this represents that he went out of probably the country. I don't know how he did it, but I feel that he was not around his area anymore. It's like he flew somewhere or took a bus, but it's out of the state or even the country. And with the Hangman here, I feel that he was trapped into this whole idea. He was abducted after he ran away. He met someone on the journey, and this someone abducted him, which represents why he felt trapped. And this Four of Wands here, I feel that this represents nobody gave him pressure to run away. Instead, it was his idea. No matter how this person, as I said, influenced him or supported this whole thing, but initially it was his idea, and he felt strongly that this would be what he needed or what he wanted. Okay, so I will draw more cards to get more insight about this case. Okay, so from the second deck we have Eight of Chalices, Two of Wands, Justice, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers, Three of Chalices, the World, Three of Wands, and Knight of Chalices. Okay, so we can see that we have the same cards that appear twice here, which the Justice on top of each other, and then the World here and here. Yeah, that's the only two that appear twice. Okay, so let's just start with this Eight of Chalices. I feel that this represents first his ideas of leaving or moving out or run away from where he was and physically doing it, because Eight of Chalices usually represents moving or traveling. So I strongly believe that he went out of the city or state or even country. And this Two of Wands here represents that he had been planning this for quite some times. He could be doing some research before, like where he could go and people would least expect it or harder to find where he is. And this Justice card appeared twice, which for me represents the police, or that whatever he had been planning on was connected or at least will be pursued by the police. It wouldn't go unnoticed, so he took his time to plan this. Okay, so with the World card appeared twice, this represents that he's far away from where he was. So I think that if they wanted to find him, they have to widen the search or get more people from different states or different city or different countries involved in this. And this Three of Wands here represents that whatever he had been planning on, it was not just a plan, but he was taking action in order to go through with the plan that he had been thinking. And this Knight of Chalices here, I feel that this is his energy, Macin's energy. I feel that he was emotionally unstable at the time he went missing. He let his emotion get the best of him and led him to do this thing without thinking further, without considering what his action would cause. And the Lovers card here, I feel that this represents that he probably met someone, like a girlfriend or a partner, in this whole thing. And this Queen of Pentacles here represents female's energy, someone who is older. It could be his mother. I feel like the mother is trying as hard as she can to find out what happened to Macin, and she's ready to use all of her resources to be able to find him. And this Three of Chalices, I feel that he found a support or a group of people who had the same ideas or who had the same experience, who had planned to get away, and he went along with them. So I feel that he was not alone. By the time he carried this plan, he met someone or probably a group of people who shared the same ideas and they went along with it. So I feel that this could explain why he felt trapped, because if he ran away by himself, if he changed his mind, he could just call the parents or return back home. But then because he ran away with someone else, that made him to consider to contact his family or return back home, because then he would implicate someone else in this case. So that is why he felt trapped after he went along with his plan. And there's another female's energy which represents by Daughter of Swords here. So I really feel that either this is the one that he fell in love with, or is one of the people in the group that he ran away with. Or this could mean that he has a relationship with her and that's why he chose to stay and not return home. And this Two of Pentacles represents that he's struggling. I feel like he at some point wanted to return back home or call the parents or rethink the whole idea, but for some reasons he has to stay hidden. From the Oracle card we have patience and career transition. This is the first time I get Patience card when I do an unsolved cases reading, and I feel that this really is about the relationship that he has with this person, and I feel that this is one of the strong reasons they stay hidden. This Patience card, I feel that this gives hope, a little hope that one day we will find out what happened, or he will decide to contact the family or return back home, or someone else will come forward with information that is useful to this case. And this career transition, with this whole thing happening, I feel that he had to adapt to the situation, but I don't feel that he was harmed or that he is in a bad condition right now. I feel like he is able to be independent and survive out there. So my conclusion to this case is that he ran away and he didn't commit suicide, or nobody harmed him in a way. I feel that this is just a runaway case, and I hope that he would return home one day and that the parent will be able to find out what happened to him and not worrying about him anymore. So yeah, I think that is all the reading for the disappearance of Macin Smith. And once again, this is for entertainment purpose only, so I don't mean to offend anybody here. I would like to hear your opinion about this case too, so please share it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next Unsolved Cases reading.